Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Dragon Quest V. Last episode should have been a happy episode for Bean. He was crowned King of Granvia after completing the trial in the Cave of Trials, and more importantly, his wife Bianca gave birth to two healthy children, a son, Cosmo, and a daughter, Harriet. Everything seemed right in the world, but unfortunately, things took a turn for the worse. During the party, apparently somebody spiked the food and drink with a sleeping drug. And then while everyone was passed out, monsters came, invaded, and they kidnapped Bianca. So it's very similar to what happened to Pappas's wife, Martha, Bean's mother, where monsters kidnapped her. So history is repeating itself here, as many people will point out, and it is up to Bean now to go try to find his wife, Bianca. From what I've heard, the Chancellor's nowhere to be found. Your Highness, just between the two of us, there's something very fishy about that Chancellor. Yeah, he hasn't been around since he said he was going to start the party. King Bean, do not fear, sire. I'm sure that both Lady Martha and Lady Bianca are alive. And when you find both of them, surely a new path will be open to you. So yeah, now we're just not looking for a mother, we're looking for a wife. Luckily our children were not abducted. As this lady will say, my lord, congratulations on the birth of the prince and princess. I do not mean to offend when I say this, sire, but at least your children were not harmed. Speaking of children, here's one who will help us in the future, Pippin. He's a party member we can recruit in the next generation. Even the dog is sad, it's whining. Sad day. I can't believe someone as beautiful as Queen Bianca could be kidnapped. My lord, no matter what, please save Lady Bianca and bring her back to us. I will do my best. Oh, so that child that Lord Pop took with him on the journey has become our new king. King Bean, you are the noblest sight these eyes have seen, sire. It's good to give some people hope. King Bean, will you set off like your father before to seek your lost queen? If we say no, this guy's happy. He's like, Granvia needs a king. But of course, we can't sit back and, you know, let bad things happen to our wife. We're of course going to go out. And so that guy's, of course, sad. But, you know, our uncle, Origin, can just take the throne again. I mean, he's given up the throne only for like less than a day. So, and there's a lady she mentioned that elf lady. She mentioned that the bloodline of the legendary hero is still alive. But we could use a hero right about now because things are going bad. Please don't pick on me, I'm not a bad slum, I swear. Kept by Queen Martha. Well, Bean can't go adventuring with his children like Papas did with Bean. His children are too young, but he won't have to adventure alone. He does have his pet saber cat, Barongo, and Slaylin the Slime to accompany him. When Lord Pops was king, it was Lady Martha. Now with your ascension to the throne, the Lady Bianca was. It's so scary. Indeed it is. Let's go see if we can get some more information from these people. Well, we already know what we have to do, but it's nice to see what everyone has to say. But man, I guess they're right about the thing with history repeating itself. Huh, the king, I'm sorry for that, You are newly crowned Lord Bean. I cannot express deeply my grief for the thing that has happened to you, sire. Yeah, we know we have to go visit the Chancellor's room and explore there, because as you can see, the soldier's no longer guarding it. If we go in there and we check the dresser, a throwback to Dragon Quest IV, we find some flying shoes. And they're going to take us near a tower, but not exactly into the tower. In Dragon Quest IV, the flying shoes took you to the tower where the monsters were trying to kidnap children. Now these are going to take us near a tower where monsters are kidnapping queens. So, King don't know what to do. Well, we know what to do. We're going to have to put on those flying shoes and take off. We're going to have to go outside before we can put the flying shoes on. Otherwise, we'll teleport and hit our head against the ceiling. But there's a perfect place for us to take off. We'll take off from the porch right outside our chambers. Lady girls won't listen to a single word I say. I know she is not the princess, but she must act a little more like a lady. No one will believe me, but I saw clear as day that the little Toby Chancellor flew away from here. I knew that from the beginning that there was something wrong with him. For the glory of Granvia, hail to the new king. Yay. Apparently our soldiers are out looking for the queen, but I guess we gotta keep some soldiers back here to protect the people inside the city. Unfortunately, I've yet to find any suspects for the kidnapping. However, there seems to be a black clouds gathering in the north. To the north is where the tower is, where the monsters are. We can't get there on our own. There's the water blocking the way, but those flying shoes will allow us to traverse or skip over the water blocking the way. If only we had a boat. But we'll get a boat next generation. Another one. They'll actually be able to travel the outer seas. The boat we currently have, Ludman's boat, remember? It's stuck on the inner sea. And there's our two babies. Luckily, we have people take care of them while we go off to find Bianca. And start by donning the flying shoes. Just put them on. Just letting Dragon Quest 4 will take us over the water. We got this little area right here. See if anybody equipped that sword edge armor. Nope. Sword edge armor would be okay, I guess. But I'd rather have the spell power resistance that the dragon armor has. So we have a little inn here, but we just slept overnight, so we won't have to. And we won't have to save here either. A while ago, but I saw a group of monsters heading quickly to the north. It might just be me, but I thought I saw a human mixed in with their company. I don't know where you're from, let me tell you this. Stay away from the northern mountain. But said the vicious creatures inhabit a great tower upon that mountain. This is our last chance to really kind of save. Because we're heading into the final dungeon of Generation 2. With our pet killer panther and our pet slime. Here we are, the northern tower, where everyone told us to stay away from. It's kind of an interesting dungeon. You'll be jumping in and out of the tower. And a bunch of teleport areas. Pretty neat thing. Let's just head up in the north here. We got some monsters that appear and attack us. A Leonor and an Orc King. The Leonor we can actually recruit. They're going to be a common monster later on in some upper floors. But they're also going to be these monsters that appear in front of like teleporters. So we don't necessarily go this way. We could have went a different way, but I want to show off all the different ways. So these teleporters, the stars, he moves around. The one to the left took us to the one on the top, the one on the south there to the bottom takes us to the one on the right, and the one in this room here will take us across the hallway. We have another new enemy here, the Hawkman. Although those monsters on the overworld, they look like Drakies. Oh, there's a treasure chest, a wizard robe. Get more treasure here. Strength seed. We're gonna check all the pots. Even the pots that are traps. Another one of these demon jars. Take it out. Hopefully get a small medal. It's not guaranteed, unlike the mimic chests. So we'll just take this guy out, and then we're gonna. I'll warp back just to show you where that other warp took us to. It takes us to the same room, and then we'll head back to this room and warp over to the right. Let's check this one. And we get a small medal. Send it off to the Metal King. He said, I think that's about medal 15 maybe. So we're halfway there, I believe, to the Falcon Sword. We gotta get 30. So see, that one just takes us away. And we don't have to do this warp that I'm doing here, but like I said, I want to meet all the enemies and show everything off. But at the beginning of the tower, we saw there was a door on the right. We could have went up that door and went this way and just fought this Leonor instead and take him out pretty easily. Like I said, he'll be a common enemy. You can't recruit them in this fight here, where they just appear, but like I said, they become a common enemy in higher floors, so you can recruit them there. Actually, a pretty decent monster. This is over to the right, there's the center door. The door on the left here will take us to a spring where we can heal up. Whoever is in the front of your party will be healed. So normally you just have Bean use the heal all command. the refill command on everyone, heal everybody up, and then have Bean just drink from the spring and restore his MP. So that's what we'll do right here. Enemies right here, a lot of them are the same ones that are in the Cave of Trials. There will be some new enemies in here, but for right now I'm mainly finding those Devil Dancers. There's also some shield hippos. They're now a common monster here. Magi wyverns. But then we, like I said, some new monsters. Some of the Hawkmen also become common monsters along with the Leonors that we fought that appeared on these tiles here. Let's keep heading up the tower here. This is an interesting room. Basically, there's a whole bunch of these spikes that'll block the way as you step. Luckily, they don't appear when you step on them. They appear right before you step onto the tile. So you're not going to get hit by them and take damage. Just makes this room kind of annoying. We're going to get that treasure in a little bit, but first we're going to head up the right side here. Conveniently, there's quite a few holes in this tower that will take us back down. We need to backtrack. There was a hole at the very top. If you fall all the way in it, they'll take you down to that room where you saw that brigand who was like, I'm waiting for my brother to appear to get a bunch of treasure. We will see him again. We'll also see that hole again. That'll be one of the holes we'll be taking to do a little backtracking. As with this one here. Said that we'll see that brigand later who's hunting for treasure. Well, we're getting some treasure right here. We're going off the beaten path to get 3 treasure chests. Grab the first one here. We get some magic water. We get some money in the next one. And then the last one is a mimic chest. And unfortunately, I was not smart, and I forgot to put Barongo on offensive. So we used that war cry to scare the mimic. And unfortunately, that means that the mimic is going to hit us with the defeat spell. And I guess I get lucky that it doesn't hit Bean, but I do get unlucky that it knocks out both Barongo and Slayland. So I guess this is another reason why it's important to have Barongo using that war cry when we fight mimics. Totally forgot the strategy that I used in the last episode. So, if you're following along, make sure you're using that war cry to protect your characters. Luckily, like I said, Bean was not knocked out, so he can use the Vivify spell. Now, the Vivify spell only has a 50% chance of working. I get lucky here, and it works both times. If it didn't work, and I had to use it multiple times to revive both my party members, I could just use a bunch of those holes to get back down to the beginning. And go to that spring and refill Bean's magic points. But I have enough magic points that I'll be able to finish off this tower without having to backtrack all the way down. I am going to have to do some backtracking though, but thankfully, like I said, there's these holes there that make some backtracking a little bit easier. I'll fall down this big hole. It's going to take us into that room where the spikes were. Drop us right in the middle where it's closest to get this treasure chest. Just gonna walk around a little bit and grab it. Non-band of sacrifice. If you have that equipped on a character, and then if the character is defeated in battle, as a last resort, they'll let off this like massive explosion spell to deal massive damage to the enemy. Just gotta sneak around here. Actually get to these staircases up this way. There we go. And you just gotta be careful. We don't wanna. I get very unlucky. Well, I get lucky. I get very close to falling down here. Just slip there real quick. But yeah, sometimes the controller can get a little. Or your finger on the controller, you mean to hit like right or down, and you accidentally hit the diagonal between them. And you move the wrong way. Got some zombie mail, which is mail that's actually pretty strong for zombie characters. If you have like a Hork in your party, zombie mail is actually one of the, I think, the strongest mail they can actually equip. But we're not running zombies on this party, and we're not going to run into that room. If you go in that room, a door appears and locks you in there. In order to get out of the door, you have to get hit by the fire from those breathing dragons. And basically, 3 hits from those dragons will wipe your party out. So, we don't want to get hit by them. Now, we've got a little puzzle here. Right now we have these dragon heads. We just gotta avoid them. See that rock there block the fire from the one. For the other ones that don't have a rock, we're going to have to kind of go to the far side. But on the left side, there's another passageway with a bunch of dragon heads. And they shoot all the way across. So in order to safely navigate that hallway, there's a bunch of rocks here that we're going to have to push down to the floor below. And then from there, move them around. But there's a neat little thing here the game does, where some of these rocks, when you go to push them, they actually come alive, and they're actually those bomb crag enemies. Bomb crags are a monster we could have recruited back in the volcano. Not a very good monster. They don't gain a lot of levels. Their equipment selection is pretty poor. And until they get the 20 wisdom to listen to your commands, a lot of times what they do is they just will automatically sacrifice themselves and blow themselves up like bomb crags are known to do, and basically you're out of party members. So, like I said, not a very good monster to have. There's also another annoying monster right here, the balloon monster. They're annoying because they can confuse your characters, which they basically did right there. They confused King Bean and Slayland, so we just had to wait for Barongo to finish them all off. So we're gonna push these rocks down this hole here, and this one turned out to be a bomb crag. Luckily we're pretty strong, we can take them out in pretty much one round. Finish them off easily before they decide to blow up, and we're safe. I guess that's the game's way of trying to tempt you not to be like, oh, I'm not going to push any of these rocks. There might be bomb crags, but you are going to have to push the rocks, like I said, if you want to get through the next area unscathed. You could, of course, take hits from the fire and then just heal yourself up, but then you'll basically be using up all your magic points. And this tower has 3 boss battles, so we're going to need those magic points for those battles. Another small medal, send that off to the Metal King. Because we're getting more than halfway there to that Falcon Sword. Leave for the Wall Tree, that's good in case somebody gets knocked out. We're running a little short on just to conserve magic points. I'm going to start using my medical herbs here to heal my characters up. Slayland took quite a few hits there during those battles I off-screened. The encounter rate on these upper floors seems to be really, really high. At the bottom floors I wasn't running into many random encounters, but now I get to the top here and I guess maybe the monsters are getting desperate, and maybe I just got a bad string of numbers on the random number generator. Another bomb crag. And too bad we can't drink that spring water over there. So it'd be nice to be able to get a healing like halfway through this dungeon. But nope, they gotta make it tough. Well, yeah, I guess you expect it. This is the final dungeon in Generation 2. So we're not gonna actually complete it in one trip. We'll make it in 2. But we're making good progress here in this first trip. Let's push this last one down. Another bomb crag. Finish it off. And as you can see, that'll be the last of the boulders. We're just gonna follow them down to the floor below and use them to get through the hallway, the next hallway. Off screen there, I just healed up all my characters, so I'm ready for the next episode where we head down the hallway to the left and finish this dungeon off. Take care, have a good one, see you in that episode. Bye!